to the Super Bowl, where it was Denver's day as Peyton Manning guided the Broncos to a famous win over the much-fancied Carolina Panthers, whose quarterback Cam Newton endured a painful evening, really, against a ferocious defence. Newton was voted the NFL's most valuable player this season, but couldn't get going on the night, giving up 3 turnovers. Denver opened up a 10-0 lead early on and never looked back, really. Manning only threw for just 141 yards, but ended with his second Super Bowl ring. However, after the match, he wasn't ready to say if the game would be his last. Adam Reed reports.
Fans arriving at Levi Stadium in San Francisco certainly were backing their teams before kickoff, but when battle got going on the field, one side made the bigger noise.
Let's go, Broncos!
Manning's men surprised some by throwing on their first drive, gaining yards and getting the first point with a Brandon McManus field goal. It was then the turn of the Denver defense to step up. Cam Newton having a tough start to his first Super Bowl, Von Miller forcing a decisive fumble, leading to the game's first touchdown. Newton may be sensing he was in for a rough night. Carolina did manage to get something going towards the end of the second quarter, Newton getting them close with this pass to Corey Brown. And they were finally on the scoreboard thanks to their high-flying Jonathan Stewart back on the field after an early injury, and he dived in from the 1. That got them to within 3, but the Denver defensive wall held firm before a piece of Super Bowl magic. Jordan Norwood collecting this punt return and running a record 61 yards into Panthers territory. The half ended with another sack on Newton as the Broncos went in with a 6-point lead. In a night of fine margins, there was a key one in the third. Scottish-born kicker Graham Gano hitting the post with this field goal attempt. Manning's influence on the game was being restricted as well, but this 22-yard gain led to a field goal and the only points of the quarter. Both quarterbacks were having to work hard on every play, Manning the next to go down, before a more expensive error by Newton. That resulted in another Broncos touchdown before Manning made sure with this 2-point conversion to extend the lead further as the clock wound down. So a second Super Bowl ring along with the Vince Lombardi trophy for the Broncos as Peyton's place in NFL history is secured. Adam Reed, TRT World.